tone your butt and strengthen your hips with this exercise. Before we get started, make sure to enter my free giveaway linked below. All you need is your email and your name, and you'll be entered to win a free package from First Form, including some protein bars, as well as pre-workout. Let's get started. You are going to need a barbell and some plates, and we're gonna be starting off with the weighted glute bridge. Now for this exercise, I'm gonna provide some modifications of dumbbell and a bench as well. I personally love this exercise. It helps strengthen my backside, my back, my butt, and my hamstrings. You're gonna pull yourself underneath, so you're gonna get set up here so the bar is right on top of your hip crease. If you have a lot of load on here, you can use a yoga mat underneath for extra protection if it digs into your hips too much. Your feet are gonna be parallel to each other, legs are parallel as well. You're gonna engage your lats, pull the lats and shoulders down, hands on the bar, you're gonna squeeze your butt, lift the hips, hold for a slight second, and then come back down. You're gonna perform 5 repetitions of these glute bridges, and you're gonna perform 5 sets. You can rest about a minute or 2 between sets. You should be using a challenging load here, something that's heavy, but that's also going to allow you to complete the movement by getting those hips all the way up. Now, here's some modifications or edits to this movement. If you like to do them off of a bench, totally fine. That is another option. I personally don't like to go as heavy when I use the bench. So if I'm going to be using the bench, I'm going to go a little bit lighter, but this other position is going to be similar. I'm going to get set up with the bar first, and I'm going to have the bar on my hips, just like before. Once I have the bar set, I'm gonna bring my shoulder blades and elbows on top of the bench. Be very careful, it's a safety issue. You wanna make sure the bench doesn't rock back. So as I get set up, bars on my hips, arms are up. I'm gonna lift my glutes and hips. I'm gonna have my hands on the outside of the bar. I'm gonna start as low as possible, hinging at the hips. I'm gonna squeeze my butt, lift, open, and then return back to that starting position. Again, I'll perform those 5 repetitions, then I'll rest, come out 1 to 2 minutes, and complete a total of 5 sets. This is going to strengthen your glutes, right? Your spinal erectors. This is also going to help tone the backside as well as the hips. You're looking to get extension, so if you don't get much extension, this will definitely help. Here are some modifications if you don't have a barbell or if you have a home gym and you don't have access to a barbell. You can utilize a dumbbell or even a kettlebell as an option as well. I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can see. Still same setup position. You can do these on the floor, or if you want, do them on the bench. If I'm doing them on the bench, the same thing is going to apply here, where I have my dumbbell on top of my thighs or hips area, and I'm going to squeeze my butt, lift. Same thing. Try to use a challenging heavy load. If I'm using a kettlebell, this will be a little more awkward as it'll be in the center of your bladder, but you can adjust around it. Same thing will apply when you're on the ground. I will say when you're on the ground with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, it will be a little bit easier, but same mechanics apply. Shoulder blades pulled back, feet are grounded into the floor parallel to each other, squeezing the butt, lifting the hips. Again, you'll do 5 repetitions and you'll complete 5 total sets. One way to think about it is finding a set weight that's challenging and use that same weight across the board for this lifting session. Again, this will tone your butt, strengthen your backside, and I would encourage you to incorporate this at least 2 to 3 times a week. You could use it as your main strength component, or you could add it as an accessory at the end of your training. It depends on what your goals are and what you're looking to achieve. If you guys have any questions in terms of specifics, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're interested in learning more about, specific to the glute bridge or the backside or the lower body, and I will answer that. And if you're new to this channel, I would love your subscription or your support by tuning in and turning on that notifications bell. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you again.